Most game developers want their games to do well so that they can earn a bit of money for their hard work and continue to make other games. However, when it comes to The Sinking City, developers at Frogwares have explicitly asked PC players not to buy the game on Steam. The studio has been going through various publisher disputes over the past few years with its Sherlock Holmes games, but the situation with The Sinking City is a little different. Frogwares has an ongoing lawsuit against the game's publisher Nacon over ownership rights to the IP, with both sides claiming to be the owner, and Frogwares alleged that it was owed €1 million. Back in August, Frogwares removed the game from stores and dropped a lengthy statement about the situation. Ultimately though, in October 2020, the Paris courts ruled that The Sinking City must be returned to stores. Since Frogwares can't just pull the game down again, it has launched a plea on social media begging fans not to buy this version from Steam. They said on Twitter, Frogwares has not created the version of The Sinking City that is today on sale on Steam. We do not recommend the purchase of this version. More news soon. The Sinking City is a game about a man losing his sanity and his grip on reality, but clearly in this reality, it's just as much of a nightmare. I can't absolutely confirm who is or isn't in the right here, but I will always lean more on the actual developers themselves, because 9 times out of 10 they're just guys trying to make ends meet, and we see publishers being greedy all the time. Since Frogwares made its statement, the game has been heavily review bombed on Steam. Generally, I don't like review bombing, and in reality I don't think it achieves anything, but I must admit I do like seeing it here. One reviewer points out, there's no DLC, no cloud saves, no achievements. This is not the same version that got released by Frogwares in early January, and Frogwares hasn't released any news about this release, so I doubt they'll ever see the money, which is why I'd recommend staying away from this until they do. Other re-releases of the game like the Switch version are totally fine because they were self-published by Frogwares, but this Steam version is an older build that was released independently by Nacon and had nothing to do with Frogwares. You can buy the game directly from their website to play it on PC, which means that the money should go directly to them and not through Nacon. The game is definitely worth checking out at some point as a spooky detective title, though it wasn't without plenty of issues back at launch. Hopefully many of those have been fixed now, but who knows if that's even possible in such a shitty situation. At the start of the year, Nacon claimed to be continuing its action in defense of its rights. Holy shit, March now. Fucking March. Anyway, Nacon requested sites reinstate the game so that no one is held hostage in this situation. This battle has already been going on for a while and will likely continue for much longer, but I love seeing a developer have the guts to stand up so publicly against their dodgy publisher. Unfortunately, they probably won't be able to say much else or give any more information due to legal reasons, but laying down the gauntlet like this is such a flex and I am here for it. Hopefully this situation can be quickly resolved, and if you do want to buy the game on PC, there's a link to their store below and the console versions should be good to go. Now the thing is, all that actually happened over the weekend, but it doesn't stop there. After writing this as a daily triple segment, the situation actually got a whole lot worse. The Sinking City devs posted another lengthy 2,000-word blog post and a video directly calling out Nacon in black and white for pirating the game to sell it on Steam. If you never knew what the sequel was to How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it's how Nacon cracked and pirated The Sinking City. Nacon decided to steal and pirate our game, and they did so while leaving giant digital footprints. The post and video explain how the pirated version that Nacon acquired has a number of telltale differences from Frogwares' officially released version, such as ads for Frogwares' new Sherlock Holmes game, logo placement, and the distribution platform. Frogwares alleges that the only way to make such changes is to crack the game with a key made by the studio, and that doing so without permission is piracy. The team's programmers were able to use their own key to access the re-released version's game files to see everything that was changed, and saw that this version lacked Frogwares' unique electronic signature. They explain how Nacon bought the game from Games Planet, which is what Frogwares' own store links to, and changed config files to have its own logo come up instead of the retailer. Frogwares makes it clear that the problem is not with Steam or Games Planet, and that they've just been deceived by Nacon. The studio was even able to figure out exactly who did it and learned that it was the managing director at Neopicker, the studio behind Hunting Simulator, that Nacon conveniently acquired last year, and how his skill set would be able to do such a task. If everything Frogwares says is true, which I believe it is, because why would an indie studio risk their reputation fighting a publisher like this, then this is absolutely fucking outrageous. Not only did Nacon break the court's order by publishing the game, when they did it, they actually broke more rules by hacking the damn game. Everything is linked in the description if you want to read more, because I've tried to keep this as succinct as possible, but this is an insane situation. Share this video or Frogwares' original one, signal boost the situation, because it's some serious bullshit. Good on Frogwares for standing up for themselves, because these legal processes are never easy or cheap. This was going to just be an ordinary daily triple segment, but this story's just too ridiculous and it needed more time to talk about. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to patreon.com/prettygoodgaming. I've been Henry Cooper, this is Pretty Good Gaming. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.